Howdy and welcome back to the workshop. In today's episode, we're going to be going on a little bit of a trip. Many of you guys know that bench vices are about as cool as things can get. I firmly believe that personally, as is witnessed by the fact that there's like 85 different bench vices in my shop, and I certainly don't need all of them, but I think they're super neat. I like the history behind them. And so we're going to be going down to Albuquerque, New Mexico to visit my friend Jesus's shop. Jesus has one of the finest vice collections in the whole world, including many of the largest bench vices ever made. He's done a great job at acquiring just the biggest, coolest bench vices out there. So I'll pick up back with you guys down in New Mexico. So what do we got here?
So this is the biggest Parker Vise collection you'll ever see. And I got a couple of the rarest bears here, like the red one, the yellow one. These are actually original too with the base. Only a couple of these ones that have the base on them.
So these were like advertising bears that they gave out to clients and stuff like that? Or how did those work?
Some collectors say that they would hand them out with the catalogs. So we're not completely sure.
Yeah.
But all we know is that, they were not for sale. They were used as gifts. Like some of them have the base, and they're original too. There's different bases on them.
That is so.
But I'm always looking for more, and that's what kind of got me to make my own little Parker bears.
I think I've got like number 23 on my wall.
Well, that's a good number.
Yeah.
And this is a original Bugatti Vise.
Oh my gosh, this is the rarest vice in your collection, you think? Not quite, because they're
not really.
They're out there.
Yeah.
But you just can't get them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's one of them for sure.
And so how did you find it?
Well, this one was from a Bugatti collector, an actual Bugatti car collector, not Vice collector. And the guy passed away. It was his estate sale. It was an auction. It wasn't out there advertised as tool auction. It was mostly just like his car collection. He had a couple of Bugatti cars.
Jeez.
Look at the precision on this thing. Even the oiler, it's crazy. It's so smooth. There's no lag on it. Just precision.
It's hard to show it in a video, but there's on every other vice pretty much that you feel, no matter what, no matter how high quality it is, there's going to be like a little bit of movement. The only one that's even like remotely close would probably be the Fireball, right?
Exactly.
And even that probably moves a little bit more than this does.
Yeah.
Because this has precisely zero movement to it.
Yep.
It is.
And it came with the bench, but I didn't want to have to chip the whole table, so I gave that away, and we just got the leg.
Dang.
Yep.
And then you got a little Hall's patent Parker up here.
Yeah, which is one of the rarest one too.
Yeah.
Especially in this condition, as you can see, and it's very smooth.
Super cool.
On there. Original reed sign up there.
Yep. Beautiful. Oh man, a couple of chrome anvils.
Yeah.
These little bears are so sweet.
These anvils were from Mr. Barnhart. He's a blacksmith, very famous blacksmith guy.
You got some little Parker advertising vices and whatnot. And this is all just in the entryway when you walk right on in. Here we go.
Let's go see the rest. Now
I have to interrupt really quick before we go look at the giant vice collection, talk about something that I think is kind of neat. And that is eating food. I think eating food is very important. And you know what's even better than eating normal junky food is eating good, healthy food that was prepared by a chef that you didn't have to go to the grocery store and make a big old mess in your kitchen and do all that junk. Instead, you got it shipped straight to your door because you chose to check out today's sponsor, which is Factor. Factor prepares all kinds of different meals and delivers them straight to your door. They're fresh, they're good for you, there's a wide variety so you're not stuck eating the same thing over and over again. They're easy and they're quite cost effective. So being able to throw a delicious, healthy, chef-prepared, never frozen meal straight from the fridge into the microwave and have something healthy and tasty to eat in 2 minutes is kind of a big deal. It allows me to get a lot more done in the shop, and I don't have to feel bad about spending so much money eating out all the time. Now, it doesn't really matter what your dietary restrictions are because they've got vegan, vegetarian, chef's choice, calorie smart, and it's very easy to integrate that into your meal subscription plan. Now, if you live a busy life, or even if you just maybe aren't super great at cooking, Factor is an awesome option. And being fueled well by good food makes such a big difference in your life, it's kind of crazy. Now, I've been a huge fan of the cold pressed juices that they've been sending along with my meals recently. I think they're super tasty, they're good for you. So if you guys are interested in checking out these delicious, convenient meals, go to factor75.com and use code WillStelter50 for 50% off your first Factor box. Hope you guys enjoy with that. Let's look at a bunch of cool vices.
Come on in.
Oh my gosh.
So I got my jeweler's vices up here, and I try to display them as much as possible, but they're just There's just so many of them. It kind of looks just messy now at this point. And like I was telling you earlier, you know, this is one of the recent acquisitions from Roy.
Yeah, Roy Scott, Vintage Axe Works. Yep.
And there's a few of them. I don't know if you remember this one from that video I made.
Oh yeah.
Little baby shark. And of course, that inspired me to make that second one. I did a 50 cal bullet as a handle there.
That is awesome.
And baby bullets are not rare. They're pretty common. But if you want to see...
they're awesome, but they are all over the place.
They're all over.
They're by far the most common 2-inch vise that I see.
I would say exactly the same.
Apart from like the open screw, like Japanese ones.
Yep. So they're pretty common. They're expensive for some reason,
Yeah.
but they're common. This right here, on the other hand, it's a rare one. It's a baby bullet, but it's brand new in the box.
Jesus has assured me that there's not actually just a rock in there with some nice packaging.
No, I hope not. And this is a power arm, brand new in the box as well.
Oh man, and those power arms are they're like positional holders made for these originally that mean that you can kind of fixture it however you want.
It would be the bigger one, just like this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a couple of the Prentice Vices, which are some of my favorite.
Oh yeah, they're pretty
swivel
spectacular. Jaws. And you've got all of the different configurations, don't you?
I'm sure I'm missing one or two, but pretty much.
You got stationary, no swivel jaw, stationary with a swivel jaw, swivel base, no swivel jaw, swivel base, swivel jaw.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, wicked cool. And you got Anvils and Eries and Parkers and...
Here's another rare one right here.
Oh,
this
is that a Lewis?
A Lewis. Yeah, it's a Lewis. It's a swivel jaw.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and it's a 1 3/4 inch, so it's super rare.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow, I've never seen one even close to that size. Dang. And then down low here, what do you got?
We have all the combination vices. So on the Sterret, you will see the reeds with the number 4 and a C, like the Wiltons, the 3 Cs.
Yeah.
The C4. So the C stands for combination, which is that they have the pipe jaws on them. And we have the complete collection for the Sterret, the reeds, and the Wiltons.
The 4 Cs are pretty dang highly sought after, but these even more so.
Sterret, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
These ones are very hard to find.
I've seen those go for some insane.
Yeah, those things.
Money.
I mean, even this one was a couple of grand. So
yeah,
they're pretty up there. They're pretty high up there. But it's quality, good quality bices, you know.
Yeah, those Sterrets are. I don't know if you can beat them.
Oh, we got my little Christmas tree there.
That's nice.
With a complete Echo release clamp vices that I got from Vice for Vices, Alex.
Oh yeah.
I got the complete collection from him.
Dang. I've got a little number 0.
Oh yeah, just like this one.
Yeah. A little quick
0.
release.
Yep, quick release.
Yeah.
A ratchet handle, Ethel, which is only one side of the handle.
Yeah.
They're ratcheting.
I've never actually played with one of those before.
Wow. I'll let you play with it in a little bit. I've got a few 8-inch vices over here.
Casual.
With a belt buckle logo on them. This is a Yost 108, which is bigger than the Reed 108. The base is about 2 inches wider. It's just, you can't really tell unless you put them next to each other.
And then down here you got a Massey.
A Massey clincher. It's an 8-inch. It's one of the lighter ones, but still a rare one.
Yeah.
And Ethel 618.
Those are some of the sweetest vices on the planet, I think.
Yep.
They are beefy as all get out. There's not very many of the 618s, are there?
No, not many of them, no.
I think I only know of maybe one other one.
Got a bunch of little Parkers. I love this style of vice because they have the little amble there on the back.
Yeah. I love that Athol advertisement.
And up here, we got the big 260.
I don't think that the scale of how big that is going to show. I mean, it's the biggest vice here, isn't it?
Yes, it weighs 360 pounds, which is one of the biggest, heaviest vices.
Yeah, it is absolutely massive. So it's 8-inch jaws and then
8-inch, yep.
Yeah,
swivel.
with a probably 50-pound or 70-pound swivel base by itself. It is, because that thing's 2 inches thick probably.
Yeah. And we got here one of my favorites, the Fireball.
Oh, yeah.
Hardtail vice.
Shout out to Jason for building an incredible vice.
An amazing vice. Yep.
This has, only because it has spring washers in it, it has a tiny bit of play.
Best engineered vice out there for sure.
100%.
Yeah.
So tell me about these guys over here.
So these are all original, complete sets of vice store displays, and they're all numbered too. So like the Boney, they're all numbered. I got the exact collection just as shown on the catalog. This is a really nice one. That's Stanley Vise display, and it's an original one, which
Oh,
is hard to
yeah.
find. Seen a couple of guys find the legs, but was lucky enough to find the whole setup. Bony Champion
It's
Vise
amazing.
display.
I've got a couple of those little
Yeah.
little triangular slide ones.
Oh, this one's.
Oh,
I
yeah.
got the
Yeah.
complete set of those ones too.
Super
Luther
cool.
Vise display. The Wiltons I got from my buddy Mike Dillon. Complete set, just as shown on the catalog. The Hardy Vices, which are pretty uncommon. Complete set. And then we got the Cadet Wiltons here. Complete set as well.
Dang.
And I got a Luther recently that I need to fill, which I'm missing a couple of Vices. I got them all piled there. So it's almost ready to go. Check this one out. This is a kind of a rare Vice too.
Is it a
It's a
champion? Yeah.
Champion.
Was there? They made it under another name too, didn't they? Western maybe.
So Western, yep, Western Champion. So
Yeah.
basically the same thing.
Yeah.
Got a swivel jaw, and of course it goes up and down with this slide right here.
Yeah, that is wicked handy. And then you got another sweetheart setup here.
This is the sweetheart Vise display that I made for all the complete collection of the Stanleys, the rest of them, and I made a YouTube video on that one too.
That's super cool.
So if you think the baby bullets are uncommon, these ones are even harder to find.
yeah, with the
The
clamp on.
yeah.
Yeah. Just a whole mess of 8-inch vices.
Yeah.
A whole flock of them. And bigger, not just 8s, because this right here is the only known
It's a
reed.
209, the
209.
only known 209 9-inch jaws. And it's sitting on a railroad stand, a double gusset, super rare as well.
The only known. Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh. And then behind it, what do you got back here?
This is a Holland's. I can't think of the name right
Keystone?
now. Keystone. There you go. Keystone Holland's.
8-inch.
8-inch. Of course, Colombian 8-inch.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
a 608. And then this one I got from my friend Tom. It's a Apprentice 58.
8.5-inch
8.5
jaws.
inch jaws. This one I got from Tom as well. Tom Davis.
Massive.
Huge shout out to my friend Tom Davis. He's been great. 978 with Kevin Scott jaws.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, even this one too has Kevin Scott jaws.
Wow.
And for those of you who don't know Kevin's a legend in the Vise world.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's done some amazing work.
Yeah, I think he was probably best well known for doing jaw work
Jaw
and
work.
Vise repair
Yep,
stuff.
Vise repair.
But I think he definitely helped kick off like the whole Vise community and helped
yeah.
would give a lot of info and whatnot. Was he the one that started the Vise list as well?
Yeah, he did. He got a whole list of all the Vices, sizes,
Yeah. So
dimensions.
there's a spreadsheet out there that has the like jaw width, weight, swivel base, swivel jaw,
model numbers,
all of that
everything.
stuff, and it has the weights of everything. It's pretty amazing. This is quite familiar to me because there's 7 other 3-foot 109s out there, or seven total.
I'm not sure if there's 7, but probably a little less than that.
Oh, Jeff had told me that there was 7 of them total.
I don't know. I don't believe that.
I know of 4, I think.
Yeah.
And I own one of them.
I guess 7 is a good number, but they're very uncommon. And
Yeah, and I think we might have 2 of the nicest ones.
Exactly.
And then over here, you got this neat one right here.
Yeah,
Where'd that come from?
A nice rare one too. I don't know, some white guy just dropped it off this morning. But look at this thing. This is a freaking rare one too.
Yep.
And I got this from you, Will.
Yeah.
It was you, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, he looked like you. So it's a Coachmaker swivel jaw, stationary,
Quick release.
release. How freaking rare is that?
I've
cool.
never seen another one like it. It's an Athol number 45.
And it even has an adjustable jaw.
I found this one in Colorado, but I found that I wasn't using it, and so I figured maybe.
I'm not going to use it either, but I'm going to give it a lot of love here. Yeah, we got
Yeah.
a couple of original Vise displays too. The Desmond steel Vises. We got an 8-inch simplex out there in the patio. We got the Colombian original Vise display and the little cardboard store display as well.
Is this a 6 or an 8?
It's a 7.
7.
7-inch.
Dang.
Yeah, and then we have a Kevin Scott 404 over there.
Ooh.
He made the jaws, the handles, the pin. That Vise is freaking smooth.
Yeah, that's spectacular. My daily driver is a 405, but it's
nice.
kind of junky.
Got all the 3-inch Vices over here. I didn't know I had that many until I put them up here. I just needed somewhere to store them all.
Then there's, of course, more down here. What's that? Is that a 405 down there? What's that?
It is a 405. Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Look at this one. Oh, my buddy Matthew restored this one. I mean, it's a little dirty, but look at that. How clean that is. I love this Vise.
Yeah, that's super pretty. Yeah, that's spectacular.
He put a lot of time into that. We have the Bonderman.
Oh yeah.
Steam fitters vices up there.
You do a lot of steam fitting.
We got the 6-inch, which is freaking heavy.
Yeah.
We got the swivel jaw Wiltons. And I got one of the rarest one up here with the fish hook design. And it's a 6-inch swivel jaw. And it's freaking smooth as well. Look at that.
That's so dang cool. You have a YouTube channel where you restore vices and build stands and stuff like that.
Yep, Max Shop 1.
Yep.
Same as my Instagram.
Heck yeah. And what do we got up here?
Those are just that's a Morgan 8-inch as well. We got the Parker 7.5-inch swivel jaw, which is super rare as well. It's probably the only one known out there.
That's insane.
Stationary. I made a video on that when I was getting it clean. A couple of reeds here and there, you know. Just got a couple of how do you call this?
Pattern.
Pattern what?
The wooden pattern.
Wooden pattern? Just
Yeah.
wooden pattern?
Yeah, just a casting pattern.
The casting. Yeah, the casting molds, I guess, right?
It's different than a mold because it's what they would build the mold off of.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's the pattern. It's the pattern for the mold.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then just in case you didn't think that he had enough Parker Bears out front.
This is the shop display right here.
Oh my gosh.
A couple more Parker Bears.
Is this an original Parker display?
No, it's not. It's
Okay.
not. It is an original Parker wrench. Though.
Okay.
But how cool is that?
Yeah.
This is a rare piece too. Look at that Parker ashtray.
That is so
Original.
cool.
Yeah. There's only a couple of them out there.
And you got the Yorks here.
Like complete set of Yorks. Yep.
And then what do you got over here?
This Phoenix Colton Vise is a complete set, just as shown on the paper ads as well. That took me a little while to put together, but I got it all complete.
That's I didn't know that they made a hand vise. That's super neat.
I know, right? That's I got that one from the Iron Sheriff, Eric.
Super cool.
So I have that one that I'm putting together right now. I need a couple more vices and then I'll be complete. Got a few original catalogs. Exactly.
Yeah.
Catalog. Colombian, Wilton, Morgan.
So how'd you get into all this then?
I made the mistake of buying one vice and restoring it just for fun. I posted it online.
And which one was that? Do you still have it?
Yes, I do. That's the Rock Island 575. So that was the first vice that I got. I restored it, posted it on Pinterest. And of course, I'm Mexa Shop 1 on Pinterest as well. Yeah. And I got a lot of attention. Everybody wanted it. I mean, of course, now it's dirty because I used it for 3 years. Yeah. Because it was a user. It was supposed to be a user since the beginning. Yeah. You know, just started talking to the guys that like vices. And then I bought a second vice. And I guess this is the most expensive vice I ever bought, like you said. Because thanks to that vice, now I have all this.
And was this the third vise that you got?
This was the third vise, which I stopped at a welding shop and the guy had it sitting there, and he wanted $80 for it in the Holland's 18, which is worth $3,000. Yeah. Now. But yeah, I was just lucky.
Yep. And then you found another Holland's 18
local. That was here local as well. So now I have 3 because the third one I got from Fred Moore.
And what do you have up here apart from
up there? There's 7-inch vices, 6-inch vices. This is a Parker Bear cake, and this is the only one known out there because it was custom. It was for one of my birthdays, and I did not want to cut it, so it's just a display up there. So it's a real cake, and it's solid now.
That's hilarious.
Yep. And this is a Bully 6-inch, which is the biggest Bully they made, just like this one. So it's basically the same thing.
That's adorable. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Cute little vices. German engineering. I got this super German vice from Mr. Barnhart as well. Straight from Germany. And the table, this is a table I got from Jeremy Smith. So he made a YouTube video on this table about 5 years ago. Yeah. And I wanted to duplicate his table. And I was looking for a round steel. I mean, I wanted a round table just like his, and I ended up with his table. This table and the belt grinder that he made.
That's super cool.
Which for me was just, you know, like a dream score.
Yeah. You got the table itself and an awesome video about it being made.
Exactly. Yeah. Hopefully we can make a knife video on one of your knives.
Deal.
For me.
Yeah.
For me. So.
Oh, there's another one you were showing me earlier, but it's down here. I think this is one of the neatest things in the shop. So what this does is that puck in the middle there, and because this is at an angle, it means that you can rotate it. This acts like a normal swivel base, but then you can also rotate it so that the jaws are facing, basically it drops it down so that the tail of the vise is going up and down. Yep. And you can clamp things like sideways with it, basically. Super neat.
Check this one out too, the little Sweet and Spice. Original chain.
That's so cool.
How cool is that, no?
So this is like kind of the design that a lot of those like cheapo Chinese vices are based off of.
Exactly.
Except this is super rare and very cool.
With an original wrench as well.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, which whenever you find one, it's either broken or missing the wrench
Yeah.
or no chain. So it's
Oh
a
my
complete one.
gosh. So these are all the shop cranes. Two different, were Franklin and Canton the only companies that made it?
No, so there's a couple of them, but those are like the major names in the crane. And the crane manufacturing, I believe I have one that's not a Canton or Franklin. It's probably the one over there. There's a couple of Rock Islands here, the 67s. This one's 8.5-inch jaws, and they're like 301 pound each. So
Good Lord.
they're one of the biggest stationary vices too.
Oh my gosh.
Check out those feet. Those are like the
Was this the biggest vise that Rock Island made?
the stationary, yes.
Yeah.
But there's also, I believe, a 68 that has a swivel base. But there's,
Dang.
I have a second one over there hanging from that.
And was this
Franklin.
are these the same size or is that
Same
one?
size, 67. I think that handle and that one's just a little bigger.
Okay, I was gonna say it seemed beefier for some reason, but I
Yeah.
couldn't figure out why. So what else we got out here?
So this one's a Prentice, which is original paint, and I should probably throw that inside because the paint's rusting away, but it was all original paint when I got it.
And that is a
6
I
inch.
like your hanger for it.
Exactly.
Oh, little
One's a 6
little
inch.
vise swivel base.
And this is double upsetting block. What is it, like a 550 pound
South German
South
pattern.
German. Yep.
Just stunning. Side shelf, double upsetting blocks. It's basically all the bells and whistles you can get on an anvil.
You should, I don't know if you have one of these, but I think you should have one of these because you don't have to use your hands for any of it, and they're fast. Especially when knife making, you
Dang.
just throw your piece of steel in there.
Yeah, these are farrier's vices
Farriers.
traditionally, I think. And then you got Prentice 978.
That's a-
or not a Prentice,
Parker.
Parker 978.
978. I got
Yeah.
this one with a forklift.
These are what, 298 pounds?
Around there.
Catalog weight,
Yeah,
298.
exactly. 298.
Got you a little portable post vise there.
A wagon vise.
Wagon vise.
Yeah.
Dang.
That's a Colombian 108 stationary,
And
same
it-
as the Prentice 58.
8.5
8
inch
and a half
jaws.
inch jaws. Yeah,
Nice.
that's right.
Nice
8-inch
stand.
lead vise.
Nice. 8-inch post vise.
Here's a Norton 6-ton fly press.
Awesome.
And this guy came from, I want to say England. Yeah, my buddy Anvils USA on Instagram.
Oh,
got this
yeah.
for me.
Andy.
Andy, that's his name.
Yeah.
I actually got this vise from Fred Moore.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, from
Okay.
Fred Moore.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
was the last vise I picked up from him. I mean, I think I put it on my last YouTube video there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why
that's a cool collection. We'll
Yeah.
put a link for that down in the description down below.
Yep, that's why I added this one to the railroad stand that I made. This was my first railroad stand,
So
homemade, which weighs 1,400 pounds.
So it's way heavier than any other railroad stand.
Exactly.
And then Apprentice 97.
The 97 7-inch jaws, yeah.
Jeez. Couple of swage blocks. Dope
Yeah.
stand.
And here's a Holland's 29, which are the only ones known out there so
Dang.
far. This is a completely solid railroad stand, no gusset. This one weighs just over 1,000 pounds by itself. And this one's 750, I believe, 750 pounds. And of course, they deserve to have the 9-inch
Oh,
vices
yeah.
on there.
These things are massive.
Always looking for more, guys. And this is basically a Parker 60X, which is the heaviest stationary vice that they
Just
made.
insane.
Which
How wide does that thing open, do you know?
About 16, I believe, 16 inches.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
Giant old rhino pig anvil.
I know. Yep.
Big old swage block down
Swage
there.
block.
Another little baby Franklin.
Yep. Number 2, and that one has the German 600-pound anvil with that base I just recently made.
Dang, that thing is crispy. Yeah, that's a nice hefty stand for it
It
too.
is 108, just like yours.
Oh yeah.
That's what you have, right?
Yep. You know when this is from? What's that? 557. So this is a
Yep.
couple years newer than mine.
Yep.
Mine's 46, I think.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, 46.
46.
Yeah.
And then the Western tool cart. This is the only one that's known out there so far. I'm sure there's more, but
Oh my
hopefully with this
gosh.
video we can pull them all out of the barns.
Yeah.
And you know how they work. You just pull the handle forward, and then they slide pretty easily.
So cool. And you found the original vise for
The
it
original
too, right?
vise, yes, and it fit perfect. I didn't have to make any new holes or anything.
It's so awesome.
I just need a couple of pipe jaws, but I'm sure I can fit some on there.
Yeah. And then you got
The other Western.
this slightly more common but still super uncommon
Yep,
Western tool cart.
Western tool cart.
And was this the original vise that it would have had on
It
it?
is. That's why, even though it's in a rough shape, I just like to leave it on there. I just love the way it looks, all original.
Yeah.
I could put a fresh one on there, but I just love it. There's
then
a
a nice
Dawn
Dawn.
6-inch offsetting bike, which
Yeah,
they're
so-
pretty uncommon as well.
Yeah, you got pass through all the way down to the ground. Super, super cool. Super common in Australia,
In Australia,
but not here at all. There's
exactly.
what was Holland's the only company that made an offset jaw.
yeah. Yep, Holland's. And the offset is not as wide or as open as these ones are.
Super cool, and a nice Norton
Norton.
stand. Well, Jesus, you have an absolutely incredible collection. Thank you so much for the tour. I appreciate
Thanks for
it.
stopping by.
Of course, yeah, this is a seriously cool spot. You guys have to check him out on Instagram and on YouTube. He's got something else that we didn't get a look at here, but something super duper cool.
Yeah.
Are you gonna make a video about it?
That's the plan. That's the plan. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not ready for it yet to show the world.
Yeah.
It's a super rare piece.
Yeah, it's one of the coolest things. Maybe the coolest thing here.
It
It's
is.
crazy. You guys all have to follow along. He'll be tagged in the description down below, both for YouTube and for Instagram. Definitely well worth a follow. He's always posting his crazy acquisitions and stands and stuff like that.
Always looking for more Vices, guys.
Oh yeah. So if you guys find a crazy Vice, definitely send it to me, and then I'll maybe pass
And then
the
he'll
info.
pass it over to me.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh man. Well, again, Jesus, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, I gotta drive on back to Montana now.
Safe drive.
Yeah.
Safe drive.
Alrighty. We'll see
right.
you guys back in Montana. Made it back to Montana. Did an awful lot of driving. Had a couple of fun stops back along the way. I got to visit with legendary knife maker Michael Walker. Most of you guys are familiar with his work, whether you know it or not. He invented the liner lock, frame lock, a bunch of other cool stuff in the knife industry. So if you carry a folding knife, you probably carry a mechanism that he invented. Super cool guy, and he actually gave me a very cool tool that we're going to do a video about here very soon. And then I also got to visit with a couple of other knife making buddies. It's just a great time. But I'm back home now. Time to get back to work. Keep on working on the truck. Keep on working on some projects before my next trip coming up in a couple of weeks. So huge thank you to Jesus for hosting us and allowing us to do a sweet shop tour. He has seriously probably the best Vice collection in the world. Maybe not the largest. There are people that have more Vices than him, but as far as rarity, size, all of that stuff, his is pretty hard to beat. So definitely check him out on YouTube and on Instagram. If you guys love bench vices, there are a couple of bench vice groups. That's how I know Jesus, through Bench Vices Forever on Facebook. If you guys have any giant bench vices or cast iron shop cranes or those big hefty railroad stands and you want to get rid of them, please send me an email. I want them probably. I need to get a railroad stand for my big Reed 109 because right now it's sitting on the floor and that's just a little bit sad. So with that, huge thank you to our sponsor today, Factor. Huge thank you to our patrons. And with that, see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.